into the mic. First, I want to introduce my wife, Connie. Okay, John. I just wanted to cover a few things about aging. Wait a minute. I told John, when he's growing up, I told John, no tattoos. You get that barbed wire tattoo when you're 18, and when you're 80, it turns into a picket fence. So we're on the way to the airport to pick up me and Connie are on the way to the airport to pick up John. And Connie says to me, John's spoiled. And I said, wait a minute, a lot of kids smell that way. You gotta be nice to your children. They're the ones that pick out your hospice home. Aging gracefully. What an expression that is. Aging gracefully is the polite way of saying you're slowly looking worse. And for my car guys, old age is like vintage cars. Maintenance costs get higher, and the used parts are hard to find. When I was a kid, I thought I just need to make it to 34. That way I beat Jesus at living. But things change as you age. My head grew through my hair. My hair migrated to my ears. And the other morning I was getting ready for pickleball. On the way out the door, and I thought, wait a minute. There's something in my, I had suppositories in my ears. And I thought, if the suppositories in my ears, where are my hearing aids? I'm getting old. When I hear someone goes both ways, I think number one and number two. I'm so old. How old are you, George? I'm so old it takes me an hour and a half to watch 60 Minutes. I'm so old.
How old are you, George?
They canceled my blood type. The last birthday cake, I couldn't blow out the candles. The heat drove me back. My dog, Ricky. My dog, Ricky. Ricky, he drives me nuts. He wants me to mate him. I said, no way. Let him go through what I go through. I'm going to get serious for a moment here. My doctor said, I'll probably need a pacemaker. I have a defective left bundle. Look at Vic. Vic, raise your hand so you know who you are. Look at Vic. He's got an electronic pacemaker. Every time he sneezes, his garage door opens. Some old timers. Before I get into some old timers, old age affects people differently. Some old timers like younger women, like Roger. Roger? He's old, he's single. He's dating a girl in pigtails. Yeah, the pigtails are in her armpits. Yeah.
That's cool though.
And then there's Wayne. He's my age. And when he squeezes into a tight parking spot, he's sexually satisfied. As you age, your sexual energy starts to deplete.
When's that?
Take Jim Quinn. He says he has no energy. He gets tired holding up the magazine.
Paybacks are hell.
I hear you. Now Peter, where's Peter? He's got that British swag, always wearing them sexy egg-splattered socks that he don't have on tonight. He's the Crocodile Dundee of pickleball. But he knows how to make a young girl say yes. He asks him, "Am I too old for you?" Then we have Michael, the neighbor.
Uh-oh.
He lives on the corner. You know, in Inglewood, or Wrinklewood, I should say, we have a shortage of young, attractive women. Now, we got attractive women. They may be older and they may be middle aged, but from time to time, a young, attractive woman will stumble into our neighborhood. And Michael's always out there fooling with his pots. And he's in a good position to see what an attractive young woman looks like. And when he sees them, he always says the same thing to himself. I wonder what her grandmother looks like. No respect. I don't get no respect. At pickleball, when it's my turn to serve, my partner, they assigned me a 4-top table with 2 Asian couples at the restrooms. And the restaurant's 2 miles away. You know when you're really old is when your family talks about you in front of you. Like, what do you want to do with Pops? John, put Pops in the garage. We got company coming. My doctor, he's old and confused. He grabbed my knee, told me to cough, hit me in the balls with a hammer. I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex. He told me, not if you join in. I told my doctor, I want to stop aging. He gave me a gun. And as we wind down here, my wife, she's so vain, she'd rather pay full price than admit she's a senior citizen. The other night we're watching Father Knows Best reruns. Being old, you know, you do stuff like that. It should be called Father Knows Nothing today. Anyway, Connie says to me, would you give me a dish of ice cream? And I said, sure, honey. And she said, be sure to put sprinkles on it. I said, sprinkles, no problem. And she says, oh, by the way, put the chocolate syrup on it as well. And be sure to write this down. I said, listen, no problem. I remember chocolate syrup, sprinkles, ice cream, got it. I got a couple steps out of the chair. She says, be sure to put cherry on top. I said, cherry on top, got it. She said, be sure, you ought to write this down. You're going to forget it. Well, I go in the kitchen. I'm working away. And the pans are clanging and banging, and she finally comes out to the kitchen. And she said, what are you doing? I says, well, I'm getting your eggs, bacon, and toast ready. She gives me that stink eye. You know that stink eye look. She gives me that stink eye look. And she says, I told you to write this down. You forgot my hash browns. All right, well, then we can go eat.
Great job. I'm done. Great.
Thank you, Dorothy. That's our family. Anyway, thank you all for coming. George is thrilled to death that you decided to spend some time sharing his 80th birthday that Gillingham won. And hopefully we'll all be here again on the 90th because we're not doing it before that. And the food is ready, so you can help yourself whenever.